Garlic is probably one of the most powerful foods and the most cheap foods that we find. Garlic, it's amazing. It has a lot of properties. It has antibacterial, antiviral, antiparasitic, and antioxidant. It's good for your cholesterol. It's good for diabetes. It's good for Alzheimer's. It's good for anti-cancer properties. It's good, of course, for cardiovascular disease. It's good for inflammation. It's good for your blood pressure. It's good for a lot of things. And the data, the amount of evidence behind garlic, it's absolutely amazing. What's the problem? When you make mistakes around the consumption of garlic. I'm gonna say, mistakes? Why? Why can I be doing wrong? Well, in this video, I want to tell you what can you be doing wrong when you start consuming garlic. So mistake number one is taking garlic in an appropriate way by taking it cooked. You need to make sure that garlic is always raw. The best way of taking garlic is raw. If you cook or overcook garlic, it's going to start with temperature losing all of its properties. All of the antioxidants that are inside garlic are going to start losing their properties, their power, when you cook it. So the best way that you need to take garlic, it's absolutely raw. It could be in any of the forms that I'm going to tell you in a moment, but it needs to be raw. Mistake number two, it's in the way that we keep garlic. In the way that we keep garlic in our kitchen, we need to know if we're taking the whole garlic with all of the little buds inside, or if we're just taking one bud of garlic. We have it already peeled and it's out. What do we need to make sure? We need to make sure that we're taking into account the temperature. Temperature should be under 75 degrees on the place where you are keeping garlic. If you're keeping garlic for a long period of time, over 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 25 degrees Celsius, then garlic is going to start losing its properties. Also, if it's too cold. If it's too cold, garlic might start losing some of its properties, but the recommended, it's under 25 degrees. It's more the degradation that it gets when it's heated than when it's cold. Also, check on humidity. High levels of humidity, when the bud of garlic is exposed to high levels of humidity, then it's going to start also losing its properties. Also, make sure that if you have a garlic clove and if you have them peeled in a recipient, in a jar of glass or something, make sure that that clove is not getting direct sunlight. When it gets direct sunlight, it can start losing all of its properties. Then all the properties, all the antioxidants are going to start losing their powers. Try also to remember that you cannot keep things for very long periods of time, because antioxidants start losing its antioxidant activity through time. It's something that happens with any antioxidant that you get. They start losing all the power that they get. So try, if you are going to have garlic, try to have low amounts of garlic, try to consume it as fast as you can. Try not to peel the cloves of garlic, try to keep it as it is, and try peeling it in the moment that you are going to consume it. And try to always keep it absolutely dry, fresh, in a dark and cool place. That's the best thing that you can do with garlic. Mistake number three is not consuming enough garlic if you want to get all of its benefits. The best dose is when you get in between 2 to 5 grams of garlic in a day. How much it is when you consume between 1 or 2 cloves of garlic in a day. That's a lot for a lot of people, but again, if you want to get all the properties, this is what the data shows that it's the best dose. What happens if I go maybe for a supplement? Okay, you can go for a supplement, but if you want to get titrated garlic, I would not go for titrated garlic. I would go for aged garlic extract. Most of the studies, most of the evidence, most of the data that show the evidence of garlic from allicin, from all those sulfuric components inside of garlic, are with aged garlic extract. You can take any brand that you want. Go and talk to your physician. But you should be taking more than 900 milligrams a day if you want to get a full dose. Doses ranging in between 900 milligrams to 3 grams of this kind of garlic are going to be absolutely beneficial. And you're going to see all the benefits that I just mentioned at the beginning of the video. Also, if you want to get garlic oil, you can get something in between like 5 milligrams of the extract of garlic oil. These are probably the most common ways in which you can get, again, I like titrated garlic in a supplement. If you want to get titrated garlic, take it in your kitchen. Keep it dry, keep it dark, but take it in your kitchen. That's the best place where you can get it. And the last mistake that it's probably the most common and the most important. Listen to me, I left it till the end because this is the very most important mistake that people make, is when they don't cut, mix, crush, or anything similar with garlic. You need to crush garlic. You need to macerate garlic. You need to take a knife and cut it into little pieces. Why? Imagine that garlic is, you've seen garlic. You've seen when the cloves are attached to that white thing that it's covering it, right? Imagine that inside of each clove, there are little compartments inside also where allicin, which is the main component inside of garlic, it's there conserved. When you crush, cut, macerate, and do all this thing, all that allicin, all of the components, sulfuric components that are inside of garlic are going to come out, they're going to blend together, and they're going to be activated. So you can do that in your kitchen, you can do that in your mouth. You can, of course, chew garlic, but for most people, it's not absolutely recommended. So remember, I said at the beginning, you need to take it raw, and you need to take it crushed, or cut, or blended, or anything, or in a paste or something. But remember this, you cannot cook it. Which is the best way? You need to cut it, crush it, do whatever you want. You need to wait for at least a couple minutes for it to activate completely. After that, cook whatever you want, do whatever you want with your food, and then put garlic at the end. Don't cook with the garlic, otherwise it's going to start losing all of its properties. What are you going to do? You're going to wait until the end, and you're going to put raw, fresh garlic in your food, then you're going to mix it, or you're going to do a raw preparation in your salad, in a dressing, for a natural mayonnaise that you made at home, or anything else, something like that. Or you could have dry, crushed garlic that you have in a container in your kitchen, and then you can do the same thing. You first cook, and then when you're done, you get all that crushed garlic, and you're going to put it on top of your food, so in that way it's going to be conserved all of its properties. Of course, when you have it crushed and dried, it's going to have lower amount of antioxidants and of allicin than the one you're getting when it's completely raw, fresh, and natural. But this is a way in which most of the time, most of the people can take it. But remember that you need to take it absolutely raw and not cooked with a lot of heat. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep the flavor, but you're gonna lose all of its properties. So again, guys, garlic, it's absolutely amazing. The data, all the science behind garlic, it's absolutely amazing. It's one of the easiest things that we can incorporate in our diet, in which we can get really great results. But again, if you want to do it, we need to do it well. And that's the most common mistakes that people do. So if you want to do it, please don't make any of these mistakes. And please remember that if someone asks you, you can remind them that you learned this on this channel, and the best way that you can support us, and the best way that you can make that happen, is just by sharing the video with your contacts. And also remember that the best way also to support us, it's very easy. It's just to hit the like button, to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and to click the bell. So in that way, every time that we make new videos, you're going to be the first one to be notified. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.